It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Welcome back, everybody. What's going on? So, this is the eve, I should say moments away, hours away, from the custom servers fully releasing. I believe it's at like 4 a.m., so like 4 or 5 hours, I think, if my time conversion is correct. So, we're gonna, okay, so let me rewind. I don't know how much you guys know yet. So we do have PTB custom server, or I should just say the custom server beta servers. We're going to run that until they take it away from us. So that's the one we're currently on. We're about to do some Purge event type stuff, and then we're going to, I'll show you how I do the reset actually, and how the setup works. We're going to try out some seeds, and then we're going to get this server reset, and then we're going to be doing some loot events as this server comes back online. And if we find good seeds, we're going to use it for the full release for, I mean, it's already Thursday, so yeah, for today. What's up, guys? What's up, Kimmy? Hi. What's up? OTL says, please banhammer me. You sure you want that? That's like a forever thing. Says, when is the wipe in European time? I've got a video on it. I don't know off top. I think they're going to be doing some wipes a bit earlier than they typically would. This will be on main in about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, I believe. So, yeah, all of our servers, anybody can join, anybody can play. We'll have the VIPs running for all of that stuff. And I confirmed by Pedro, he said the VIPs will be added back in for full release. So we're actively making the list, and after this stream, I'm gonna make sure that all of those people have been added. I did compile the list yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to like do all the replies. There is a lot of people, so we got to make sure that's all good to go. And that's more a me thing after all this. But yeah, mad exciting. So you guys will actually get to see the process. I think I should be able to click over here and show you this, at least a little bit, and then I'll be able to. You guys can see how some of this process works. And again, we'll be trying out a few seeds, but until then, we're going to be doing a little bit of Purge event. So check this out. Actually, let me go back here. Let me go back to status. Better. Okay. I knew it was going to kick me out. Boo. All right, hold on. What's up? Wait, still got one more month free because you bought in the beta? Still got 1 month free because you bought in the beta? Yeah. Anybody... Like, even if, because we kind of assumed they would take longer than they would. So even if your membership had run out, yeah, people still get that first month, so you should be good. You can have more than one admin, sure. Yes, you can add the recycler, yes. I'm going to have a separate video for that because it's a bit involved for the presets, at least as for the time being. I guess we could technically try a couple of the, you know what, let's try that. Remind me, when we do the wipe, that's actually a great question. There is a more complicated way to do it, and yes, it does work. But what we should try, is doing it in the boot commands and see if that works for us. So remind me, okay? That was a great question. Because while we're checking seeds, we might as well try to propagate the server with the recyclers. How much for a server? I believe it's 17 pounds, or it's $18.32, I believe is the conversion to USD. Is it possible only to have one admin? Sure. You can't buy services for like another 4 hours or so. That's if everything goes as planned, right? I got wrecked. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to spice up the server a bit. We'll call this the Purge event. Purge. Okay, let me back this up for a second. So you can actually plug in a keyboard, so you can do stuff like this. I think, yeah, I put this in the video. Yeah, I should have. And then I think one of the event pieces, actually this is from, is that right? Looking good there? So if I were to type in, you should probably hear me tap dance now here, ready? But remember, just because you can use a keyboard here does not mean it has control in the game. It does not. This is for just these text boxes, which is actually quite handy if you're an admin. Cargo heli. Bingo. And then I have to hit X on my controller, and then I would type in events. Dot. That's the, what's the method? Class method. Anybody taking programming classes, this should look a little familiar, yes? Everybody's like, nobody takes those classes. Nerd. And then we'll do cargo ship. This actually triggers the event and makes it a bit safer for everybody involved. Do you need a PC to do commands and stuff? You will need a computer. As far as I could tell, it took a second. Oops, you probably couldn't see that, could you? It probably took a second. Yeah, just because I tried without it, and I don't know if it's that feasible. So I know PlayStation is going to have an issue with that, or like some of the PlayStation stuff. So because of that, you can definitely do it through your phone or anything that has like a web browser. You'll need to be able to get to the portal. So like right there, the cargo ship should be coming in somewhere. There he is. Then we have the Chinook. So he's going to come in. So we actually triggered all of those events. Pretty cool, right? Says, if I'm the admin, can I play my own server without being admin 24/7? Yeah. You would just have to not spawn things in for yourself, I guess. You can always unadmin yourself. See, that's the thing. You'll need web access to make yourself an admin at some point. Now, again, a lot of these things could change. But yeah, let's go ahead and start the Purge event. Check this out. You guys will enjoy this. So because the server's wiping a bit early, because we had a bit of a hiccup on the server that was out of our control, unfortunately, and we're close to wipe anyway, so I was like, you know what? It's almost full release. We don't know how long we'll have these. We'll try to maintain this current setting for as long as possible in PTB. I was like, let's just run a wipe. So we've been running the old Purge event. Check it out. So this is why you always would like to be careful, because if you slip down here, and I covered this in the video as well, when you drop down here, you actually give one to everybody. And I'm doing this on purpose, but like you can really mess up a server badly if you do something like this. So let's say everybody gets a LMG. And let's get crazier. I like to do this at the very end so people can kind of go ham. Watch this. You want to see chaos? Chaos begins right meow. What's up? Zed? We'll be covering that here in a second. When's the update? The update, I think, is in like 4 hours, give or take. Listen for the sweet, sweet sounds of chaos. Now we threw down, well, you can already hear rating, right? There's now going to be a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of airdrops happening. What's up? JT, or I'm sorry, Lieutenant says, I love your videos. Thanks, man. Do you plan on to ban possible cheaters with third-party devices? Plan on? We already have. The people that we temporarily banned here for the beta, they're on the permanent ban list for our real servers. So we've been collecting that list for quite some time. I'm more than happy to share it with other server owners. We have to come up with a way that people can verify that they've had a server up for a period of time. We don't want to be giving that data into the enemy hands. You know what I'm saying? Still don't know what the process is for that yet. I'll keep you guys informed, but we're definitely going to be doing that. And these are all confirmed. The confirmation button for that spawn in? Yeah, because if you have stick drift, it might be a bit crazy. That'll be so nice to have this out. And to have options. And honestly, community servers would be the best place to play that are a bit cleaner from M&K type stuff. So we can find a decayed base. I think I did this in the video as well. We'll find a decayed base, and I'll show you some really cool commands for taking out cheater bases. Or if you need to delete a structure. Here we go. This one looks like it's nice and decayed. No, it is not. They're living. This one got raided. That's tight. Anybody inside? Okay, cool. All right, so let's say, and this is not the case, but let's say these guys are cheaters, or you need to know who owns this base. Check this out. So I use my controller. I go to the command panel. I have to hit X on my controller. Now I can put in ent info. We can see who owns it. Oh, there's quite a few people. So, Are You Kidding has 8 tiles. Hanky has 9. McTavish had 55. And the predominant person was Pro. So check this out. You're like, oh, that's cool. Let's say we want to delete this base, right? Because you could delete all the entities for one person. Let me hit X on my controller. I don't think this is on the list yet, so this is a nice one. And obviously, be careful when you use this. You have to be an admin. If I can spell. Now watch, this base is decaying. So it's based off of the TC and not the entities necessarily. It's because we had such a big cluster of people that own this. This will delete the structure itself. It takes a second. Actually, did I have one of the shell pieces or was it the actual whole thing? Let's get the inner core. I think it was the inner core. Yeah, I feel like it's falling apart. There it goes. And depending on how many, it could take a hot second. And it's okay, we're actually doing a wipe here, so this was already rated. And again, this was just a sample. They actually weren't caught cheating. I've been catching them left and right, I gotta tell you. Would elite controllers be okay? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's put it this way, because there's a lot of confusion because people are like, well, my mouse and keyboard spoofing device acts like a controller. If your hand is on a mouse and you're using it to control your character at any point while you're playing Rust Console Edition, it's bannable. And yes, we know. Yeah, it's so funny. Because actually I've been working on a lot of those admin versus cheater videos. It's funny to see what the rationale is. That they're all kind of under the same consensus that like the scripting is bad, but mouse and keyboard's not bad, and they just assume that I don't know that it's mouse and keyboard. It's all bannable, just so we're clear. It's funny because they're like, hey, watch my clip of whatever. Is it because somebody reported me? I was like, no, I caught you. And we've been throwing it all over the outpost, and it is fantastic. What's up? Is there a word from Sony about the ban stuff? I have not heard anything. I hope they do, and I hope they do it quickly. You'll buy servers inside of the game, so once the quality of life update hits, I think it's going to be open for all of us. So it'll most likely be that rent server button that we saw prior. It'll happen through G-Portal. If you go to G-Portal's site, I don't think they're available to purchase yet. It should all be active in about 4 hours if everything goes as planned. Remember, it's on European time. Let me catch up on chat. Chat's crazy tonight, boys. Gonna get VIP on your server. We're doing it as a thank you for people that are supporting the channel through the members on YouTube, and then we have people send their response under the members only post and then put their gamer tag or PSN ID there. And anybody who already is a member and put your tag there and I haven't hearted it yet, I'm actually doing a massive list after this to prep us for the servers fully releasing, so be on the lookout for that. I'll be actively doing it throughout the day as well. And hopefully whatever the glitch was that we ran into today, where the locks got a little weird, hopefully doesn't happen on our server for main branch. So I'm keeping an eye on things. I'm basically going to have to turn off the backup system because I think that's what was causing it. So we're kind of working without a rope. But to be fair, this has been running without a backup for 3 weeks, and it's pretty solid. The only time we had downtime was when the cluster went down for the Americas, or there was interference with the web cluster for the Americas. Will the crates be 2x like Obi's? Crates? Oh, you mean like loot? I guess I could be open to it. I definitely want to take the settings from this server and copy it over to one of our servers on main branch, but I also want to do one that's a bi-weekly wipe that has like extended rates, like maybe 2 loot, 2 gather, and then you have to earn your VPs, something like that. That'd be kind of cool. So we're going to have a variety of servers. So we're going to, first I want to get those 2 servers up and stable to make sure everybody has VIP and our scripts and stuff are working correctly. The scripts that actually add the VIPs is what I'm referring to. Let's be clear, not for cheating. What's up, Patrick? What's up, baby? What did Patrick say? He says, please. Wait, what? Can you share a list of cheaters? I will for people that are authorized server owners for a period of time. I don't know what the protocol is. I just don't want to be giving out that list to people that are cheaters themselves, because then they can kind of evade a bit. Know what I mean? Yeah, Jade, are you going to make a new VIP list for today? Yes, 100%. As long as you responded to the members-only post. I think I have this as a... Yeah, I do. As long as you replied... Whoops. As long as you replied... Wait, nope. There it is. As long as you replied to this members-only post and you are a channel member and you have your gamer tag in there, you should be good to go. I'm running that list. I actually parsed a lot of it, but we had some more additions today. I didn't respond to anybody yet because I was running like a big list to make sure we had it all. Your boy's a programming nerd. I'm trying to get that process more automated. Right now it's very manual, but we are on top of it. We do it rather quickly, so stay tuned for that. So don't forget about me on main branch. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. As long as you're on that list, I got you, man. I got you. So just make sure under the community tab, if you're already a channel member, you've put your gamer tag there. If you already have, you're good to go. You don't have to put another one. It just kind of adds extra noise. As long as you can see it in that reply, you're good. I'll heart it once I've verified that all of those have been added to the script that's going to add all the VIPs and stuff, which is going to be the process I do literally after this. And then I'll be kind of waiting for the servers to come online. I'll double, triple check them, and then we'll bring them up. And I'll try to make a post on the community tab as well. It'll be a public post because the servers will be open to everyone. Is your ban list public? It'll be public to people that are actually running servers, yeah. Will your server be Xbox only? I think, yeah, because we do have that, like, they block those devices, so there might be some room for that. We'll kind of have to see how many people, how much need we have for it. Right now, all the servers will be crossplay. Thank you for your content. Thanks, man. This is a bet after the swipe. We're going to notice the difference, especially with your videos. What do you mean? I think they'll be about the same. Pretty sure they'll be exactly what they have been for years. Pretty sure, unless I'm missing some. Are we going to get big maps, LOL? When are we going to get big maps? I don't know. Yes, good question, Brett Cody. I'm trying to catch up on the chat, so if I miss it, I apologize. So get this. If you have a PvE server, you can make PvP zones. Pretty cool. What do I think the next update's going to be? I think cars are on the horizon. I think industrial updates, so electrical furnaces, will also be on the horizon for us. I have some theories, yes. All right, let me make sure this is all plugged in here. Maybe we start searching for the seed. Okay, so every time we run a seed, it could take a few minutes for us to check it out. So anybody on the server, bear with. Actually, let's Q's only 20 right now? Yes. Final question. When will your server have global chat enabled? Will your server? You can enable it now, but I don't think it's active because I don't think they can regulate it well enough. See, it's like right there. I'll probably keep it off. In my experience, even on the PC, the big public chat, like the text chat, I love the team chat. I love the in-game voice. I think it's great. That's a big part of this game on PC. It's a big part of this game, period. But the global chat tends to be a tattletale area, and so if someone's streaming, it's kind of a way for people to harass streamers, whether it's me or somebody else. You know what I mean? Because a lot of that communication, like the public area is the outpost or the bandit camp, right? So if you want to communicate. Plus, I did try to turn it on to see if the feature worked, and I couldn't get it to work, so. But for me, even if we could turn it on, I'll probably leave that off. Unless we had a reason to turn it on. I mean, just think about Ark. How many times were they like, hey, someone's over here raiding us, help. Alphas, come get it. After the drops, devs deserve a vacation. After custom drops? I mean, yes. They've done a fantastic job up to this point, yes, but they do need to stick around probably for a week or two as these get released, because there's definitely going to be some growing pains, I think, along the way. Hopefully everything is really, really small and easy to manage, so you don't have to deal with like big problems. But I think that's another big reason why these get launched in like 3 hours or whatever it is. Are you able to give custom blueprints? I do believe so. There is a list. We could probably just show this stuff now since we're not really purging right now. I mean, we will be in a second, but we might as well start searching for good seeds. What do you say? And we'll kind of be doing something like this, less all these heavy, high-end gear pieces. We'll be throwing a lot of drops and stuff when this does wipe in a few minutes. Do you think minis will come soon? I do. And you're right, the flying ability does make that rather smooth. What's a seed? A seed is kind of like, if you played Minecraft, it's like that. Like, it's what generates the world. Why do you want to be an admin on the server, Trojan? I'm not gonna be giving out admins. It's gonna be there'll be moderators, sure, but admins, no. Can you make a weekend-only raid server? I would like to mess with that setting, and it does look like we have some of those options. It wasn't working initially 2 weeks ago, but that's why I kind of want to make sure we have like good, stable servers for stuff that people want. The VIPs are working, and then I might bring up like a third server to kind of test some settings to make sure things are stable. Because the worst thing in the world would be to have an active population and then things like explode in our face halfway through the week. You know what I mean? And then it's like, I don't know how to get your progress back, because if it's broken, there's like no way to recover that. What can a mod do? Trojan, you're asking the wrong questions. You're basically like, how can I self-serve myself, right? Or how can I self-serve? You're like, what kind of features do I get? Dude, being a mod or an admin is a lot of work. You're not going to be playing. That's what that is. You can't have your hands in both. Do you know when high pop servers are going to come out? I don't know. They really need to focus on getting helicopters in the game. I agree. I love them. Every time I find a boat, I risk losing my loot before I get to oil. This is true. Says that was an Australia spectator. Australia Spectre. Is that another server? How do you report that stuff? If you're an admin on that server, I'll show you exactly how to do it. So let's say this is the offensive structure, right? All you have to do is you hit your admin command, so that's Y and A at the same time, or triangle and X on PlayStation. Go here. You can hit or enter custom command, type in ent_who, and you know who did it. Then you could delete all of their things by typing in, let me hit X on my controller, now I can type this. You can type in, if this person's leaving a lot of stuff, well, you're probably going to ban them. But then after that, you're going to want to put in, let's see if I can remember this, entity delete by, and then the tag. And then it wipes out everything they've ever placed on the server. So obviously, if somebody's doing something that ridiculous on your server, this would be where you would use that command. Now, let me just put this in here and be like, very powerful command, so use it at sparingly. The better thing to do is get the name down and then just get, what is it? And then that just deletes the building. So since that didn't have a TC, it was just that square. Okay, let's do it over here. We can do it on this one. The server's wiping in a second. So let's say this was an offensive structure that spelled out something nasty. And you just wanted to get rid of this because you're not really sure what the rest would do. Again. I would always put entity who and then write down that name with case and spaces and stuff. Especially if they're doing that and then just give them an outright ban, because like that's uncalled for. There's no reason for that. That's deliberately being an absolute turd. Or there be will there be on official custom? Yes, 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 yes. I might do a solos only. There seems to be quite a bit of demand for that. We had the exact same problem. I forgot who asked that. And we caught the person doing that exact same thing. So we put up the privacy screen, got the name, banned him, and then erased the structure quickly. Nice. Dr. Nasty says, I've watched you from day one. Thanks, man. What's up? Sage says, hi, I was an admin moderator back in the ARC days. Okay. Let me get that. Says, I'm interested in joining your team. Is there any way we could chat more about it? Yeah, I got to get a process together for that, for like moderating and stuff. Because we're actively finding cheaters on the regular. And don't get me wrong, those reports help a ton. They really help that ball get rolling faster, much, much faster. And they help us wrap it up quicker, too. But we're also, like, going around and checking bases and, like, people. And so we found a lot that way. We found a lot both ways. So, and then those reports help back up the stuff that we've done for our observations. We're catching them left and right. And I love it, too, because I'm pretty sure some people in my comments are like, I've been using Zen since day one, and I'm pretty sure I banned that guy, like, yesterday. People on my comments actively bragging about using Zen. I was like, oh, you're just lucky right now because I haven't got to you yet. And what they don't realize is that's a ban on all the servers. JP says, thank you for the response, brother. It's definitely going to join your server. Thank you. Tomorrow you should make it so people can donate on the servers and make a way for you to make money and keep the servers running. Yeah, I got to get that up and running too. Honestly, I didn't think they'd have these out that fast. And since I was doing stuff for the holidays, like, you know, family stuff, gotta have the mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving. Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard. That's why we didn't have a couple posts. And I was like, oh, you know, I'll catch up when I get back. And dude, they're like, hey, we're launching. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. That's crazy. I mean, it's great. It's good news. It's all good stuff. Oh, did we show this one too? I think I did, but, you know, people are asking the question. There's two ways, well, two really good ways to check someone's base. When you're close, entity space who is great. You can see the name, Sandy Cheeks. That's an awesome name. And this one's really powerful. They just added this one a couple days ago. Entity space info, and it really gives you a lot more detail. So if you're trying to regulate a server that's got like crazy teaming, that's a good way to find out who's teaming who. Real fast. What if somebody false reports someone? Oh, we have a system for that too. I kind of prefer when they do, because it's not good for them. There are plenty of things in place to give it balance. So, can you use a crosshair? I mean, I suppose. There's really no way to regulate that as far as I know. But here, I'll put it out there again as a PSA. If you're putting your hand on a mouse device and using it to control your character at any point on my server, we'll find you. And you'll get banned. If you're using scripts to reduce recoil or do anything else dirty, we'll find you. We have been finding them, and we have been banning them a lot. And I've been making a lot of videos from that too. Fantastic. Yeah, I'll try to make like after things kind of settle down a bit, things settle in. We're gonna get some more support over on the Discord side to help with more chatter for the different servers, and hopefully get a like forum up for people that want to moderate and stuff. Just remember, on any of our servers, just use the in-game report system. It works wonders. It goes right to the admins. It's fantastic. Oh, you can browse recent players there. Nice. Oh, cool. They have the server problem now. That's dope. You can go right here and just hit the list. You know what's funny? I think a couple days ago, probably like a week ago, everybody I found that had Zen in their name, I checked them, definitely on gear. And I think the word spread pretty fast because I don't see too many dummies coming in here actually using Zen Chronos with it in their name. And to be clear, every single one of them, 1,000% cheating, verified, and every single one of them lied about it. I think one came clean at the very end, but only after, like, they were completely pressed, right? So they really didn't tell the truth. They were mostly just backed into a corner, but it's pretty funny. Like, what was that? Yeah, the only cheater video that's up right now, or I should say the first video, that guy was swearing up and down that he wasn't. But if you listen closely, he was definitely hitting his keyboard. The skins dropping tomorrow are in about roughly 12 hours, I believe. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be sick. I think our wipes and our update happens like in 3 hours from now. So it's a bit faster than what it typically would be. All right, do you guys want to see how we roll this thing in or what? What's up? He says, so hi. What's up, baby? Am I missing people here? He says, actually came across your channel years ago through JPG chatting. Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he? He's talking trash. But let's be fair. Like, that guy's always, like, super negative Nancy, right? So, I mean, is that really different from what he normally does? If it's not me, then it's going to be somebody else. And before me, it was somebody else. It's like, okay. But that's awesome. He says, went to your channel. It says, thought you're actually cool. He says, don't know why he doesn't like you. He doesn't like anybody that's not, or anybody that's in his bracket. He thinks he owns the rights to everything that he makes videos on, which is really funny. Yeah, he's an angry person, I think, in real life, and it translates to his videos. You know what I mean? An unhappy person. You can tell. Austin, what's up? He says, how are VIPs going to work for next wipe? Okay, so I think they still clamped it for the beta. Obviously, we can't add any more VIPs for the beta. We'll still run this server with the current settings for as long as they give it to us, right? And we're in the beta, custom server beta. For full release, our actual custom servers for full release, main branch, normal Rust, we're going to take everybody that's on the members list that replied to this members-only community post with their gamer tags and PSN IDs. I have a huge list. I'm going to be working on it even more after this. On all the servers that I run, you're going to have VIP. The VIP works like this. Ooh, that was stinky. Let's say we've got 100 population in the server. Then we have 100 people in the queue. Get this. This is the way it works now. So if you're a VIP and you're like, man, I want a queue skip, but I can't get into the queue, well, now you can. The queue will make room for all VIPs and then put you to the front of the line. Kind of nice. So the servers are open to everybody, but the VIPs get to skip ahead of the line. If you've ever done anything at Six Flags or like Disney, where it's like Ride Pass or what do they call it? Is it Ride Pass? Where they get to go to the front of the line? What do they call it at Disney? It's like that. It's basically that. Okay, Lotto the Great says, recyclers. Okay, let's go into our cycle here. Let me go ahead and announce the server. Wipe, and then seeds. We'll do our best here. Okay. Let's tell the server what's going on. In. Fast Pass, that's what it's called. Ride Pass, Fast Pass. You know what I mean? I feel like my mom, she's like, what's that, face space? I'm like, what? What are you saying? Wi-Fi 5 a.m. this time. That's their time zone. It's a European company. And I think they want to start it and then monitor it today as long as they possibly can. And then also have Friday for like emergency type stuff. This is a typical schedule for such a big release, and also G Portal, all hands on deck as well. You think cars will come soon? 1,000%. I do. I really, really do. Can you preview the map seed before selecting it? Not really. Some seeds are yes, they are. I wish we had a way to do that. That would be a useful command for sure. Um, but right now the one in Discord just kind of shows you the presets that they already have, and it just helps other people stream snipe. You know what I mean? Yeah, for us, we kind of... Actually, I'll show you the process. Let's... I think everybody's good to go here. It's going to kick me out, but that's totally fine. All right, so here's what it looks like. We can do the wipe this way, do a full wipe, but we can also do it through changing the seed itself. So once you actually have everything signed up, and this is the beta still, okay? So like we're not able to purchase these yet, but this is what it's going to look like. So after you start an account and you buy one of these bad boys, you go over the old chicken patties here, and then you go to basic settings. And then you can select things. Let me go down here to the seeds. I know the interface here is a bit tall, so we have a very limited space to look at here. There we go. We have some presets here, which are cool, right? But then you get to select your monument types down here. And yeah, we went through this in the video as well. If you check this out, whoops, there it goes. Yeah, I mean, I already knew cars were coming, you know, just based off of like signals that I've seen. But like, dude, do you see the monument there? What particular vehicle is tied to this monument? Anyone? Anyone? Bert. Thank you for the welcome to the green team. You have access to our custom emojis. You also have the loyalty badge next to your name, and be sure to drop your gamer tag or PSN ID under the members only post under the community tab, and we'll get you in that VIP list when these servers launch in like what, 3 hours? You know what I want to try though, guys, for a second? I want to see if this works. I want to see if they snuck this back in. Again, this is still the beta here, but I kind of want to see, because I've been on the PC Rust for so long, and like we know a lot of the back end stuff as well. We were trying a lot of different commands to kind of see what we could come up with, and there's some interesting stuff that we came across. Wait, does it? Hold on a second. I can just add me again, right? Oh yeah, pro tip, if you didn't watch the video, pretty much put all of these in quotes because spaces will act as like a separate command. So Xbox has spaces are allowed, but PlayStation's not. Rate limit exceeded. Oh, do we have to like refresh this? When do you think we'll get Crosshair and the new guns? I don't know. Probably, I would think this coming year, but who knows? That's really going to help with a lot of that script crap that they have, right? The people reducing recoil. Hang on a second. I'm not getting a heartbeat from this. Did it die on us, guys? Watch, they like shut it down while we're trying to do this. Oh no, it's still active. You get to see just how much activity happens on your server. When you first start it and you look, you'll be like, what? Is this what a normal Rust server looks like? It's crazy. It's fun, dude. It's fun. You'll like it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Why can I find Rust console and G Portal? It's not out yet. It should be in about 3 hours. It's interesting that this isn't coming up. That's concerning. Well, we were going to test something here to see if those VIPs for the beta came back, but... Well, either way, as long as they have the server for us on the beta side, on the PTB, we'll run this with the current settings. But in the meantime, at least we can mess around a bit. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to do. We're going to add this. Okay. Now, I don't know if this works, but you do this during the normal boot sequence. Sorry, this may take me a second. I may fall behind on chat here. I have to find this. Okay, so let me try to explain this while I'm digging this up, and there'll be a video on this to describe this, to help out. There's actually 3 different ways we can possibly do this. One of the ways, they actually have presets built in for recyclers, okay? That's awesome. But I found out that when you turn them on, you have to have the server wipe. But the thing is, when you wipe the server, it doesn't know about the configurations. So when you wipe the server, you have to input all of these prefixes, or these pre-mades, these prefabs commands while the server's building, and then it will automatically propagate those or spawn in the recyclers, right? Right. Well, I think this boot command might help solve that. Maybe. We'll find out. Since we're going to be looking for seeds anyway, so we're going to be doing a couple restarts, this is the perfect time for us to do this. So what we're going to do, hopefully this all makes sense. Bear with me, bear with me. Okay, I think I have it. Found it. Okay. We're going to try this. Did I spell that right? Monument swan dot enable config. Taking me back to programming class. Woo! Enable config, all one word. And then this is where you add those different. So, okay, for instance, I know this is weird, but you would stick this, you would go to the console command, and you would put this in while the server's building, okay? It looks like this. Actually, yeah, this is from the video too. So you see where it's saying like road meshes, wire meshes. When the server is being wiped and building the server, you'll see those commands inside of the console, right, on gportal. That's when you start to enter in these commands here, and then it's like, okay, you want a recycler at Dome. So you'd have to do it for each of these configurations, which I think I have one for this too. I do. Look at me. Look at me. Let's scooch this up a bit. Hold on. Your boy's slow. My bad, my bad. Okay, so if we wanted that there, then we'd put this in. So here's the deal, and this is why it's so complicated, right? Like you essentially want to have, like if you're doing this on a PlayStation, obviously you have to do this from like a tablet or a computer or your phone. So what you want to do is you want to say, okay, I want to have recycler for this wipe. Okay, cool. Once you have that, this is the command. If I spelled this right, MONUMENT spawns dot enable config space dome underscore recycler. Okay, check. So once we have that, oh, did I just undo it because I had it selected? Son of a. So you would basically go through and say and make like a copy and paste list of all the things you would want to have in there. So that way, as the server's building kind of quickly, you can go to that notepad, copy that whole line, go back into gportal, paste it in, then go back to your notepad, get the next line, go over here and paste it. But I'm hoping these boot commands work the way I think they do, and then if that's the case, then you would just type in what I'm doing now, which is part of the reason why we're doing this. And then essentially that you would have all your different recyclers that you chose. I know, I'm sorry, this probably doesn't make any sense. This is why this is going to be a separate video, because it's a little deep. Dome recycler, right? Recycler. Your boy, I gotta have an underscore. Okay. So, for example, we'd have that on the first line in my notepad, right? Good. Actually, can we just select this? Oh man, I love having a keyboard connected. Woo! Let me know, chat, if I'm spelling this wrong. So we're gonna do Dome, Fishing Village large, Fishing Village small. What was another one? Stables. So that's large and small. So this would be stables, and then this would be, I don't know, small oil rig. So this would be what? Fishing underscore village. Did I spell that right? I'm terrible at spelling. Large recycler. Do you see how like this is the command, and then these are the presets. I think this one's just small, right? Yeah, if this boot thing works, this is how you would do it, but then I can show you the manual way. And then there's another way to like just pick a spot and put a recycler anywhere you want. It's a little more involved, but it's still totally doable. What did I say? Oil rig small? Oil rig small? Oh, check this out. You can also put it on the cargo ship. That's so crazy. Stables underscore recycler. Definitely deep. Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm going to make like a video that makes it a bit more, it'd be like, here's process 1, 2, and 3, depending on how you want to do it. Give you all these different options and kind of walk you through the process. I copied that one. I'm going to copy and paste this so I don't have to type this again. So essentially, you would have a notepad open on your phone, right? And then you'd pick all the different configuration lines that you would want to put. So you'd do something like this. Is it trying to autocomplete? I didn't know Xbox did that. That's crazy. Or no, this is Edge, isn't it? Nobody uses Edge. Nobody. Cargo ship. And oddly enough, the cargo ship does not require a server wipe for it to work because it's spawning and despawning that monument every time it comes in. So that's the exception to the rule. Yeah, for the longest time I was trying these, I was like, dude, none of these commands work, right? And then I read the fine print, and they're like, yeah, you got to have the server wipe when you do it. And then I tried it during one of them, and then it wasn't taken. I was like, oh, I have to do it during the build process. So then we found a way to actually get it to work. All right, is that everything? I'm going to copy and paste this because I don't feel like typing that again. So what we're going to do is while we're checking seeds, I know this is crazy, we're going to see if the seed's good, but then we're going to go run and check all these different monuments to see if it took during this boot sequence, right? So it's called, this area is called custom boot commands, right? Okay, so this particular seed is... By the way, if you change anything here and hit save, it's going to restart the server. In this case, when we actually hit our ID number, or I'm sorry, the seed, this will also cause the server to wipe. So if you're on our server currently, just wait. We're going to do at least 3 of these restarts so we can see what's what. Okay, so pre-seed was... Sorry, let me catch up on chat. I just want to make sure we're actually testing this in real time. Yeah! And the boot commands are also going to be where I put all the VIP stuff when we first start because there's so many, and to do it by hand would be quite time consuming. All right, guys, let's do this. Everybody start putting in random numbers, and I'm going to start picking them. That's how we're doing this. People start putting in, what is this? 4, 8, 10 numbers. Do it up. Appreciate Jade. It says, I really want to know how to do this. I got you, man. There'll be a full video for this, too. We're kind of just doing some extra stuff here. Okay, we have 69. So we put 69. All right, we're putting 69 in here somewhere. Let's do it right there. 69. Boom. We have 420. Oh, we got 395. And then we had what, 420 in there? Let's try that one. That one looks crazy. Let's try it, boys. So 1, 2, 3. Watch, this is like a sleeper seed, and it's like the best seed we've ever seen. And it's got 69 and 420 in it. That'd be kind of dope, though. Let's be real. All right, so that's one we're going to try. Let me just double check the settings. By the way, it says max players 40. It's all of them will be 100. Just in case. Sorry, no matching options. Get out of here with that. I think 40 translates to the bigger one. Oops, I went back too far. Son of a bitch. That guy, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Ooh, we have, okay, so for another one, we have 637 28 286. All right, so if you're just joining us, we're messing around with some configurations for the custom server beta. This should be launching in, I don't know, 3 hours or so on main branch. It's going to be real. It's going to be 17 pounds, and then I think $18.23 USD, give or take the exchange. I'm not really sure. And yeah, it'll be on main branch, dude. Main branch community servers is happening. Like, not even 12 hours, not even 6 hours away. Console connector. See, we're still not getting a feed for that. I'm a little worried I have to reload this. And by the way, if you're thinking about DDoSing the server, I wouldn't, because you'd be attacking a company, and they have a lot more resources than I do, and it is a crime. So I would, not my server or anybody else's. Don't do it. You're not attacking me. You're attacking a company that has lots and lots of resources. Don't do it. Good thing I copied that, right? Oh, there it is. Hey, girl, what's up? Okay, nice. It actually stuck. Says, can you confirm the wipe at 5 a.m.? I think that's what's going on. They said they were going to do the wipe a bit earlier. So it's kind of good we're wiping our custom server. Beta custom server. Okay, that's our build for the seeds. You know what, guys? Let's try this too. Let's try this. Okay, let's get in the weeds here, okay? Let's try something nuts. Let's go over here. All right, let's get stupid. And let's pick the junkyard, and let's see if it shows up. Right? Right? Hey, Curb Dog. Stop spamming the chat, my guy. Yep, there you go. Nightbot gotcha. I kind of just want to slip it in, right? Just to see if it works. Is that greedy? Am I being greedy? Let's get rid of the sulfur quarry. And HQM, just to kind of see. Let's double check our other settings. And if this is a good seed, we'll keep it. But we're going to check to see if our boot commands actually spawn in the recyclers. But rest assured, if none of these techniques work, there is a way to do it manually. Yes, you can literally spawn them anywhere you want. Infinite ammo. You know what we haven't tried yet? Is the kits. That'd be kind of tight. Limit on team locks. No starting items. I think we're all good. Gather scale is 2. Loot scale is 1. I think we're good. All right, so here's another fantastic tip. When you do this, the server's going to restart, and it has to rebuild. This takes about 10 to 15 minutes before the server is active. A lot of times it's going to show up on the server list, okay? And you can join it, but then it gets stuck on the loading, right? And you're like, oh, my server's messed up. No, it's just not done building, okay? Trust me, that got every single one of us. We're always like, dude, what's going on? My server's not running. I see other people in their servers. How's that working? So they actually show up, and you can join them, but you can't go past the load because the map's not done building. So keep that in mind. There it goes. Okay, so like if we didn't have that boot command, I would start to add those commands I have earlier here now because it's doing the terrain and the textures. So it's actually building the map itself. And the only way for us to check this is for us to load up the game after this is done. Another great way to tell if the server, well, you'd have to have a pretty active server, but once this does come back online, or it's joinable, like people are actually getting into the map, you'll see the logs here, and you'll see people entering at a rapid pace. We thought we'd have a little bit of fun before we did the wipe. We did a purge. We spawned a bunch of loot in. People are raiding each other, having a blast. You were mid-raid? My bad, dude. I mean, we announced it. We give people plenty of time, so sorry, dude. This is by far the best day in Rust history. Nice. Can't wait to play Rust again. This is when I get Game Pass. Yay, yay. Did you just wipe it? Yes. And we're going to do it a few more times So if you're waiting to get back in, just probably wait a second, because even if this is a good seed, we're going to try like 2 more. We're trying a couple different things. We're actually trying to spawn in the junkyard. Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone, it's a secret, okay? And did you see the other one at the bottom of the list, everybody? What did it say? Raidable base? What? What does that mean? How do you make all BPs available? The video I currently did that's pinned at the top goes through all of those different settings, but it is, I think, all the way down here, if I'm not mistaken. It's like, is it like right? It's Bradley. It's around here somewhere. There it is, right there. Oh, you know what we could do? We could check the command, right? I think I had this on there too. I do. All right, so monument, man, I really can't spell. Oh my goodness. Monument spawns get enabled configs. So these are the ones that are been turned on. And it takes a second, actually has to respond. So, and this is the part where most people are like, hey, the server's done building. It's not. It actually is still building. Is the junkyard a good monument or mid? I like it. I think it's a great monument. The old one was kind of mid, but it's actually an integral part of the cars. Yeah, anybody that wants to know how to do server setup, the blue box there at the top, or exclamation point custom guide. No space in the chat. We'll also bring up the link for that video. How much longer till update? 2.5 hours, give or take. I got you guys. I got you. You forgot large oil rig recycler, by the way. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to pick and choose to see if it was actually doing it the way we thought. And so the server's still building, so the command I put in hasn't registered yet. We should, okay, there we go. We got a heartbeat, tick, generating ocean patrol paths. There we go. Did it say? Actually, I didn't catch it. I think it worked. We'll find out. We're about to load in. We had fishing village. By the way, /N stands for return. I think we did. Yeah, it fired off. Stables, cargo ship, fishing village, large and small, dome recycler. Yeah, so that definitely works. So, hey, you saw it here first. The boot commands actually work now. Perfect. That's actually a lot simpler. We'll do the more complicated stuff all the way through the video too, but because you know some of these new features may come in and you're like, oh, it doesn't work through the boot commands, and then we can show you how to do it manually. But that's nice, dude. It actually gets thrown in right there. Tight, dude, tight. Okay, let me launch the game here. Actually, wait, no, it's not up yet. Nope, we're good. Look, see how everybody's flowing in now? Perfect. All right, just gonna launch up here. It just takes a bit of moment. Nice. Nicholas says, let's go. He says, also, I love your content. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Programmer Jade. I do have a programming background, yes. Nice. Steven says, been watching you for 3 years. First live stream. Thanks, man. Great videos. Thanks, my dude. Says I'm loading in. Yes. Just remember, if you're playing on our server, we plan on restarting that one at least 2 more times. So get in there, screw around. But just so you guys know, it's going to be restarting a few more times. We're trying to find really good seeds. Okay, so I think we're clean here. We should show up on the list. So essentially, this is how you're going to be building your own server too, by the way. So right there, everything's showing up. 2x Duo Trio servers, same stuff as last time. So let's see if we got a good seed. Do you smoke, Jade? I don't. Says been watching for 3 years. I don't smoke or drink. I am of Irish descent, so it's probably not good if I did either one. Oh, nice. Computer science student? Tight, dude. Yeah, if you'll notice, you have some C structures in the code there. Yes? Methods, classes. Yes? That's the structure we just went through. Are you recording this? Because it's vital. I'll do another recording. I mean, I am recording now. I just don't know if it'd be clean enough. Okay, yeah, there's our seat at the bottom. It did work, guys. So at the bottom it says 12395426069. Perfect. All right, so let's spawn in. The first thing we're going to do, we're already an admin, so what we're going to do is turn our stuff on and vanish. Let's check the map. What did we get? All right, the biggest thing I do here is I check for outpost and bandit camp, okay? Those are crucial. I think we're missing outpost. Yes, we are. Okay, so not a good seed for us. But does anybody see junkyard? Everything's pretty crammed in here, so maybe it did spawn, but it didn't allow it for this particular seed. Yeah, because I'm seeing some bald spots here. We'll try it on a couple others, but let's see if our yeah, so this definitely we want to have outposts, yes. So not a good seed for us this time. But let's go double check those recyclers and see if that automated boot sequence actually works the way we think it does. So we had some at large fishing village. Plop. No outpost. Correct. And I think the recycler's here on the pad. It is. Dude, totally worked. Heck yeah, dude. Those boot commands are coming in clutch. Oh, dude, that's so much easier than the other way of doing it. The other two ways were involved. And then it's like if you didn't get it at the right time, you'd have to come back and do it. It was so annoying. We could do it, but it was just annoying. Ooh, we got large barns, so we should have 2 recyclers here. Ooh, yep, 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm high-five in the air. Is anybody else? Meet me across the internet. High-five. It says we're getting junkyard also. Here's the thing. I think they're aware that it showed up on the list and they maybe disabled it. Because that was kind of our experience when we tried to do it, but we've had so many updates. Sometimes people forget things and some things are turned on, so that's why I always kind of check. I'm looking out, I'm looking out. Oh, nice, he's next to the mission giver here. I love it, I love it. Okay, let's go check the other spots. This definitely works. And so actually what I can do is I can probably give you guys a copy and paste, and then you guys can pick what you want or don't want, probably off of the description for that video. And then that way, for people that have to use it on their phones or tablets, it should make it a bit easier for you guys to copy and paste it. Because I know what it's like, dude, to not have a computer like readily available to do this kind of stuff. It sucks. Okay, where's the other one? It was Dome. Does anybody know? Honestly, I didn't know where the Dome recycler was. I've been playing this game a long time. And I was like, I was looking for it outside here. I was like, man, where is this thing? Right? I was looking for it down here. Nah, it's inside. You gotta jump to it. What? So we got a first, boys. We got all of these coming in on the server launch. So during wipe day, if you have it on the command boot sequence, this will always load. This was not working a week ago. I know, because we tried. This literally came in like, this is the update from yesterday. Hot. It's working, boys. It's working. All right, let's try one more crazy thing here. Let's do, I can't remember the command, so I'm going to use my cheat sheet. All right, so remember, we had the option to have it spawn on cargo ship. And it shouldn't matter if it's a wipe because the monument is like created and destroyed, correct? Correct. I get excited for this stuff. I love this kind of stuff. It is events. Events dot trigger event space event underscore. Too many events. Event underscore cargo ship. Okay, so let's see if it spawns there. I've actually never seen it spawn on the cargo ship, so I have no idea where to even look. It comes out on the edge of the map. Where are you? There it is. Let's go hang out by a large oil rig and attack. Oh, it's so creepy being on the bottom of the ocean, dude. That's like my worst nightmare. No, thank you. No, thank you. Let's go take a peek. I think there's a kill box out here, so we might die if we got this far, but whatever. It's for science. There could still definitely be military tunnels and underwater labs. I think underwater labs and cars and junkyard are like a foregone conclusion. It's on the nose. You gotta be kidding me. Do you see this? No way. That's a little broken though. I like it. Man, dude. Is that crazy? It's a first, boys. It's a first. Got your back. We're trying all the new stuff before it happens. I'm sure once they get things ironed out, it'll be like an option inside of like a toggleable. Is that even a word? Option? At some point. But right now the way it is. Ooh, it has 2 recyclers. Shut up, dude. Right here? What? Oh my goodness. And we didn't have to manually put these in. Like once we have these set up, they'll always spawn in these monuments during a boot up. Oh, that's so good. So good. Sorry, I'm kind of behind the chat. It says, best song? Stables or Fishing Village? Kristen says, I have a question. Go for it. Custom service drop in 2.5 hours. Check the back as well. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We should check the back. Yeah. Or the captain's quarters. Or under. You're right. It says I don't like that. Oh, yeah, the one in the back. Yeah, so that's like, I'm always like with, I don't mind accelerated rates and everything else, but balance is a big thing for me for like gameplay. So I really try to keep a balance. Like, yes, we have boosted rates and stuff, but I want to make sure it doesn't break the game. Because, like, if things are too accessible, people progress and then they quit the server. I mean, you see it all the time on PC. People have, like, crazy rates because they're like, oh, that's how I get population. But I'm like, that's also how you get a population and lose it just as fast as you got it. And that's 2 recyclers. That's a lot. That's dope. We just wanted to see if the command actually works, and it looks like it does. Perfect. What was the other one? I'm missing something else. It was small, right? Small oil rig. The reason my rationale between for having small oil rig and not the large is because small is kind of for smaller groups. Usually if you have a bigger group or a geared crew, they typically go for large. So this just kind of gives you, like, yes, this is less loot, but it just gives more options for the smaller teams. That was my rationale. It'd be kind of cool, like, if you wanted to recycle out here, you'd have to come out. There it is. Look at it, dude. It's beautiful. That's nice that it's upstairs. You got to push to get it. Servers are wiping in the morning today. Yes. And if you're on our server, we're going to be doing a reset because this we don't have an outpost. And this is why we're testing out the seeds now. So like when these launch, hopefully we have a good set of seeds that we can use right away. And so we can get everything up and running. Fingers crossed. That's if the launch goes without a hitch. I don't want to jinx us. This is going to be a big launch. So a lot of things can go wrong. I'm honestly kind of like in the back of my head expecting it. You get off when they wipe tight. Perfect. I already checked that one. What am I missing? Stables. Dome. My brain just shut down. I don't know if you could have 2 sewers. Yeah, so like people that are on our VIP list that have responded to that members only post, I want to make sure everybody's good there. Everything goes in like without a hitch. We get these seeds going. Okay, so was there anything else we were looking for? We're looking for junkyard. Let's double, triple check. I don't see it. There's no outpost, so this is no bueno. I guess people start throwing in a 10-digit number, and we'll pick another one. Let me just type to the server here, and this seed is no good. We will have to roll a few more incoming server that's good, right? Says, can you add VIPs through players in game? I believe you can. I haven't seen it through the. That's actually a great question. I don't see it through the player list. Maybe you can. Now, this one's only users and moderators. I think you can do it this way. If you go to the admin command, and then you go to command list panel, I think you can do it this way. That's probably a bad command to do, huh? What is it? Is it add admin or is it admin ID? I can't remember off the top of my head. Admin ID, okay. Too many languages floating around my head for me to remember off top. I don't know if that went through. Alright, so I'm actually going to do this on my side here. Do you guys want? Yeah, you guys probably want to see it on G Portal, right? I don't know why you wouldn't want to see it. The point of scrap is there's certain things that require scrap. You can buy other materials with scrap. It's the same thing like if you reach all of your BPs on like a standard game, it's purchasing power is what it turns into. You can go to Outpost, Bandit Camp, you can buy big things, big ticket items, weapons, grind things up. And so you don't have to really farm. It becomes purchasing power. Test that they work? Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah, good call. Gamble for fun. You know what we could do too? Now that some of these commands have been cleaned up, we can spawn more gambling wheels. Wink. Pretty tight, right? You'll be able to purchase a server shortly, probably in like 2.5 hours. It's looking good, gentlemen. Green light. When you buy a server, how do you receive it? It'll be through G Portal. I'm hoping they launch like an application because I know PS5 is going to have a hard time if you don't have web access, right? Like a web browser built into the console. I would say just make sure you have a phone or a tablet or a PC or something that you can use to get to G Portal just in case there's nothing in place at the moment, especially for PlayStation 5. Because they like effectively have blocked web browsing. Well, here's a workaround, and I don't know if this is going to work for G Portal, but what you can do is send yourself a message that has the link. That should work. Give that a shot. A little something I learned back in the Viet Cong. What? Tight. All right, well, let's try another batch. 10 digits of numbers at a time. Go for it. Okay, let's try it again. I think you put your IP address. Nope. That's for the server. That's not for me. And it has DDoS protection, and then if somebody decides to try to DDoS that, then it's not good for them. It's ill-advised. Good looking out though. I appreciate you doing that. All right, so that was not a good number for us. That sucks. It says, can you edit the vending machines? Put vending machines at Bandit? You know, that's a good question. I haven't tried it. I'm sure you can. It could be a bit more involved. Would it be connected to your Xbox login? You can sign into G Portal through a Google account, Facebook, Microsoft account, or just like an email address. The best thing you could do now to prepare yourself is make a G Portal account from their website and then wait for another 2.5 hours. I know that sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll have to put, I can't remember the maximum number for this, but I think 1, 2 is part of it. Let's take some of it. We have 5, 7, 3, 8. And we had 9, 9, 6, 7, 7. That's pretty close. Let's try that one. I just picked a bunch of numbers off the grid. Let's go. Sorry for people on the server. This is the beta too, so we should be good. Oh yeah, Randy. $69, $69. Do I have the right? 1, 2, 5, 7. Blah blah blah. I think we're good. Let's try it again, boys. We'll go ahead and remove. We'll leave the junkyard one more time. Let's try it. Let's try it. Maybe it shows up. It's possible. What kind of commands can I use like Komomo uses? Unfortunately not the same. I wish. There could be some things that we do, but that's very, very custom type stuff. If they open a few things up, I'm sure we could. That is so tight that boot command works. Dang, dude, that's hot. Well, I've got a video on how to set up the server, so you should be good. You know what's crazy is I think the boot sequence was sped up. They made it a lot faster. Oh, that's cool. He says, not trying to spam the same question, but really keen to know, can you increase the pop and the map size? The map size, I think you can. Pop size is everything is set to 100 for now. Two loot, no BPs. One of them might be like that. What's up, Jedi? What up, what up? Can we get extra loot in the barrels? Yeah, you can increase that if you want to. There's gather rates, and then there's looting rates. Again, the video posted at the top, or exclamation point, custom guide. Then as soon as I get a chance, a breakaway from the worky poo, we'll live stream our server being up. Biggest map size available is probably 4K. I haven't really tried to test it because we were so anxious to get this up and running and try all the different things that we kind of missed that one. What's up? Sneaky XL says, is it 2x scrap and loot? Yes. It's under the, there's gather rates, and then there's loot tables. And they're like in the same section. Again, that video covers it all. And I did put chapters in there so you guys can skip around because I know it's like a 30-minute video, but there's a lot to cover. What's up? Jedi says, been super busy. I hear that. Yeah, I got super busy today too. And then there was like a glitch on the server where like the teams got broken, so then people were locked out of their bases. So I was trying to get that all fixed, and I couldn't get back in time. And I was like, you know what? We should probably just wipe the server anyway. So basically what I learned from that is I'm going to stay away from the automatic backup command until I am confident that it's not broken. Whenever you load, you can spawn cargo in the middle of the map. As I want to see what happens. No. No. It'll probably crash the server. There's no bases around at the moment. I can show you on the PC fairly easily because I know it's not going to crash my setup, but it's wild. It is a giant wrecking ball that moves across the map. So like since the water line's like lower, it pokes through the terrain and just is like it thinks it's on the ocean and just goes, and all buildings crumble in its presence. November, December are my busy months. I hear that. Yeah, boy. A regular rust just for the admins to stop cheaters is the goal. Well, I tell you what, I can tell already because at first when we started doing it, there were a lot, and now that we like the word is spread, and every time we catch a cheater, we tell the server. Like after we ban them, we tell the server to come loot their base. I take the loot, I throw it over the outpost. People are starting to get the message. They're still around. I caught some guy just being blatant about it in front of my face. I was like, "You trying to speed run a ban? Hey, no problem. I got you." Oh, what did that say back there? It said the file didn't exist. Oh, okay. It's still building. Entity links. Okay. We're still waiting for it to come up. So it takes a second. So you connect your Xbox to G Portal. If that's convenient for you, sure. If you don't want to like combine those, so if there's a data leak or something for G Portal, I'm kind of a freak about that stuff. I'm very careful about what I link to where. But yeah, I mean, if it's convenient, sure, go for it. If you don't want to keep track of another login, then yeah. There's nothing like trying to draw on my base and getting Zen, dude. Tell me about it, right? Man, it's personal, dude. When I find these clowns and then they lie to me, I'm like, dude, the audacity for them to do that. But then to lie when I caught them red-handed is silly, dude. They really are under the impression that they're invisible. Like a conversation always goes around, let me shoot the wall. I've got good spray. I was like, what does that even do? Even if I was looking for spray right now, like 90% of these guys have been what do you call it? Mouse and keyboard. Like as soon as I see mouse and keyboard, I was like, I don't need to see anything else. That's bannable. Scripts are bannable. Mouse and keyboard's bannable. If I find one, you're out of here. So it's funny. They always are like, hey, I'm not Zen. I was like, nobody said you were. They think somehow that that's detectable, but the other stuff's not. And then it's so funny. Even when they were like balls deep in their base, and I'm like, look, man, I know. You know, they're like, no, man, I swear. I'm like, okay, here comes the D train. Yeah, my goal is to make sure that the server is as balanced and as fun and as cheater-free as we can make it. Obviously, we'll have hiccups here and there. We'll do our best, but I've spent most of my time focusing on the cheaters, and I've been making a list of all of these shitbags. Is it just plug and play? What, the cheating stuff? I would imagine. I know some stuff. He says no bandit, no outpost. Yikes. Patrick says, thank you for the love, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. No bandit camp, no outpost. Ah, yeah. This is a wild one, right? Do we see any of the other extra pieces, maybe? Satellite dish, dome. So junkyard's not showing up for sure. Next one we check, let's check the raidable bases. You know what I think is happening? I think it's, like, yes, we can add it to the list, but I think they put something on the back end that says, okay, even if somebody selects this, just keep it off. But I think it's still showing up in the proc gen because I'm seeing patches where some things should be, but they're not on there. Yeah, we'll take off junkyard. All right, we got to try it one more time. At least one more time. Sorry, guys. Were we going to check anything else? I think that was it, right? I probably should announce it. Too late. See, this is the downside to trying to use the straight seeds, you know? Takes a second. And each try, we gotta like reload and stuff. Alright, so that was a terrible seed. How many is that? That's gonna be our next one. Alright, let's get rid of junkyard. This is the other one I wanted to show you guys. You see that? What's that all about? Do you guys want me to try it on the seed launch or what? Screw it, let's try it. Says, let me make sure I'm getting this. He says you have to pay for it when you buy it. Just want to live amongst the sharks? I mean, I suppose you could. Combat log is exactly that. It's it helps kind of determine some cheesier shots. Oh, Trey says, here's the seed. Okay, we'll try this one next. This is Trey's seed. We'll try that one next for sure, because we've been having terrible luck tonight. 1275806. Is that right? And then 416. Sounds good to me. This will be the Trey seed if it works. Well, first we gotta check this one. Yeah, $20 a month I think is quite reasonable, considering I pay more than that for less slots on the PC version, and I use G-Portal. Sorry for all the resets, guys. It's gonna help cut down on the actual launch. And we're trying stuff. We figured out the boot sequence to get recyclers in crazy spots consistently. Hell yeah. We double, triple checked the junkyard action. The cargo ship is spawning recyclers, which is wild. We're trying a couple different seeds, and we're going to see if the raidable bases during a wipe will actually spawn something crazy. I suspect it'll fall under the same category as the junkyard type stuff, where it's like it'll allocate space and then not spawn it. Jade, what's the IP at the top? That's the IP for the server. Is the app or browser better on Xbox? Last time I checked, which was today, multiple times, the app was not great. I'd say the browser's your best bet. Everything I showed in the video for the guide was the best way to do it as of recording it. I hope they release like an improved app for it, but I think that would be a lot more than maybe what they're ready for. I hope for PlayStation's sake that they do, because their no web browser support sucks dick. Are you doing this from your Xbox? Yeah. This is. We have the Edge browser, so. Edge browser sucks. It's probably good now with the AI stuff, but let's be honest. Internet Explorer, Edge, it's pretty much the same thing in my book. More places to spawn. Yeah, you're right, Jack. We'll try it on the next one. You're right. It says, what? This is lit as fuck. Yeah, we're trying all the new stuff, man. So we're actually spawning this all in. We're checking this here. And just remember, when you're building the server, it takes a minute. Like 10 minutes or so. So just give it time. It's very confusing at first because it totally looks like it's up and running. You're like, why am I not loading? Why is it not getting the map? And you're like, oh, the server needs to finish. So what do I do on PSN? It says I buy Rust, but I have to go to G-Portal to make it. I think so, yes. I didn't see any indication that you guys could do it through the app. Maybe you can do it through the app, but like I think configuration, you're going to have to use some type of web browser. So a phone, a tablet. You can try this. If you're on PlayStation 4, I think they still have browser support, so try it there. On PlayStation 5, there's a workaround. If you send yourself a hyperlink in a message to yourself, you can click on that. That can work. I don't know how well it's supported with all the things that Gportal needs, but if it's just like a basic web browser and it can do like the standard stuff, you should be okay. I got your back, dude. I got your back. I think the reason why they curtailed it, honestly, is because they didn't want any of those streaming services. Sony's really weird about like the experience that they have. It's both good and bad. Don't get me wrong. Like I have both systems, but yeah, they get weird about stuff, and I think that's one of those categories because they're like, oh, we want to control the type of streaming that happens on our platform, like game streaming. So I think that's why they clamped it because there was no reason to remove it from the PS5. No reason whatsoever. It's not like the system can't handle it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So it's definitely like a quote unquote strategic move. Had to be. Had to be. How do you log into Gportal? It's G/portal, right? Let me make sure we have. Oh yeah, it's at the top. It's at the top. www.g-portal.com. Yeah, try sending yourself a message with a hyperlink. So like https:// and then whatever. That will make a clickable link. It's kind of like a backdoor. I hope that's enough to run the Gportal stuff. But if not, you can do this from your phone, and you can do this from like an old tablet or something. And honestly, I didn't see a way to set up some of these things unless you had web access or an application that gave you this like portal view, because it's like when you start, you're not an admin or a VIP, so how are you supposed to do any adminning until you add yourself? You know what I mean? I'm sure they'll work through a lot of this stuff, but again, it's super annoying that Sony cut that off. Like, why would you do that on the more advanced system? That's so dumb. Why would you kill your web browser support if you're not trying to cock block all the other web or gaming stream services or whatever? Cock block. Ooh, we got dudes coming in. All right, let's give it a shot, boys. Yeah, do you see the raidable bases on there? See what I mean? Crazy, right? We have to see if they're actually on there, so. We pop in, baby. No outpost? Boo. The raidable bases might have taken it up. Max population is not affecting the cost at the moment. It says, can you send a message to the server that sends everybody a Discord link? I don't think you can put it on a timer. I have not seen that functionality yet. Yeah, I'll fly over there and see what we got. No outpost? Man, we're having shit luck for this. I think the raidable bases might be taking up some of those slots. We're trying all the new stuff, man. It's like bleeding edge for us. Flat spots with no bases? Okay, that's kind of what we saw last time. The way to change server regions? Yeah, I think you can select it outright. I think it's done when you purchase, yeah. You have to select like what cluster you're sitting in. Guys are seeing some wild stuff, huh? Wild. I feel bad for our active population right now because we're trying to find a seed that's decent. I guess we just got lucky the last 3 weeks because, like, if we had a bum seed, we would just... It was like on the second roll, we got something decent. Well, Trey Seeds is up next, so I have a feeling about... G'day, boys. So here's how we're going to do it. I know I said this earlier, but just in case people need to know. So there are custom server betas like running on PTB. As long as they still give it to us, we're going to run the server exactly the way we've been running it for the last 3 weeks. Everything will stay intact. Obviously, we have to find a decent seed for this cycle, but that's going to happen. As soon as custom servers do launch in like, what, 2 hours or something, we're going to get all of our VIPs added in there. and we're gonna find we're gonna have a configuration that's exactly like this one here from PTB, and then we're gonna have some slightly tweaked ones that are like bi-weekly, 2x gather rate, and then probably 2x loot. But then you have to go through progression, and I think that'll be a solo, duo, trio server, and that'll be bi-weekly. Maybe we'll take the, because it's bi-weekly, because it's every 2 weeks. Yeah, maybe we'll take the loot and kick it down to 1. Know what I mean? Anyway, so there'll be one that's bi-weekly. We'll have another one that wipes every week, but it's going to have all BPs unlocked. Solo, duo, trio server, 2x. That's the one we've had for the beta. That's been a lot of fun. So if you want some fast pace, get in there. Hot action, no zergs. That's the place to play. Anybody that I've caught cheating is banned on all of those servers and any servers I make in the future, and on BioLazer servers and on RazorTube servers across the board. Once you've been a verified server owner for a period of time, I'll share those lists with you. I just don't want to be giving them to people that are like, hey, what's that list? You know, and they're trying to use it in nefarious ways. And then we'll come up with some other configurations, but like those have been the most popular, the one that we've been running during the beta, and then like a solo duo. Maybe it's just a solo duo server that's bi-weekly. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence. But that one will actually have progression. The reason why we like accelerated the last one was because we didn't know how long we'd have custom servers. The beta. There you go. See, look, it did show up, but I bet you it's empty. Is it 4 hours till it comes out? I thought it was at 4 a.m. my time, so like 2 hours. Ouch. That's probably where the outpost would have gone, huh? You have to be a channel member and then hit our members only post with your PSN or gamer tag. Once you're a channel member, you can see the members only post there. It's under the community tab on my channel. And it's the join button next to the subscribe button. Eric Perry, welcome to the green team, sir. I appreciate that extended support. You now have that loyalty badge next to your name that levels up, access to all custom emojis. And be sure to put yourself on the members only post under the community tab on my landing page on YouTube. Be sure to put your PSN or gamer tag on there. And yeah, we'll put it on the list, man. Okay, let's go check that raidable spot. Yeah, it's just a big pit. But isn't that crazy, though? Oh, wait, what was that? What is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Whoa, whoa. Boys, what is... Hold on. I've never seen this before. This is crazy. Force raid, start raid. What? Set cooldown, base raid. Whoa, guys. I have not seen this before. Create base, set duration. Whoa, dude. This is going to be like Base Invaders. That's freaking dope. What? Dude, I was like, wait a minute. That's not a lootable container. That's crazy. So I guess you pick what you build there and then you do fights. Dude, that's disgusting. What? That is the... Wow, dude. So, set cooldown. Okay, hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me get on the ground. Hold on, boys. I've not seen this. This is new. I told you they had some crazy stuff in the works. Okay, so what is this? Loot table settings. Force raid start. What? Custom loot table? Shut up. That's crazy dope. What? Duration. Create a base. I can't get over to that right side. Enable. Next raid. Cooldown. Duration. Reset timer. Let's make it 1 second. How's that sound? What did I do? Are you playing out or are you wiping? We gotta wipe again. We don't have an outpost. Dude, my mind is blown. These are like way super deep settings that I did not expect. They're gonna do some crazy shit with this, guys. So like if we have loot tables and we can create the base, this is like Base Invaders, man. I didn't think they'd go this deep, but that's tight. They're clearly in the development stage because I'm seeing like the constants and stuff, like hash d11 underscore whatever. But that's crazy. Raid description. Okay, I'm gonna see what else we can get into. Disabled on. Set cooldown. Let's make that one. Force the raid. We'll have to play with that on another server. That's what I mean. So like once these are up, we'll have another server where we actually like hit this thing a bunch to see what's going on. But dude, I never saw that before. That's crazy. Is there anything else on the edges? That's tight, man. Wow. So it has a little control panel here, and then you decide what it is, which is way better, right? We save bases, and they think they've added it. Dude, that's hot. We're on the cutting edge, guys. Have you tried spawning the junkyard? Yes, we did try that. What's up? Just Sapphire. Welcome to the green team. And Danielle, is it Gree? Also, welcome. Be sure to you place your gamer tag under the members only post. Just find my community tab on my landing page, PSN, or Xbox Live ID. I will heart it when I have it officially checked off and put on the VIP list when these servers launch in like 2 hours. That's nuts, guys. Holy, dude, my mind is blown. Like, that's way further than I thought they would go, or even like where they're at. Whew. Yes, welcome. Thank you for the continued support, and then the new members for the support. Does it work when you try to spawn them in? The PvP zones, haven't tried that yet. We're currently trying to get the custom server beta stuff going. Wow, dude, my brain is like, what? That's way more advanced than I thought it was going to be. Love your new video. Thanks, man. Do you have to use G-Portal? For the time being, yes. Your best bet is to go to the website and do the configuration there, for now. Unless they have like an app update that's like really good today. Because I checked the app today and I was like, not great. For like what we're going to have to do. Because there's a lot of stuff that's done right here. Alright, let me block this for a second. I have to refresh. Dude, that's insane. We tried the raidable spots before, but we just saw the plateaus. I did not see the command console for that last time. And we were in the desert, so we would have seen it. That's nuts, dude. Wow. We got some crazy stuff coming up quick. And that's just like the server-side custom server stuff, right? That's insane. All right, Trey, we're going to use his number. I'm feeling good about this one. I'm going to take off oil rig. I'm sorry. The cargo ship one. I think that's a little intense. I still want to try it like and get like maybe 1 or 2 good seeds still. I have a good feeling about Trey's seed though. I do. Chris, welcome to the green team. We have like a green team train going on. You have access to those custom emojis, and now your loyalty badge shows up everywhere, whether it's a comment or in the live chat. And be sure to leave your gamer tag under the members only post. Just go to my landing page and hit the community tab, and you should see the members only post. Reply with your XBL or PSN ID. You'll know that I have you on the list because I'll heart the message, and I'm going to do a big batch after this stream and then doing it a lot during the day tomorrow. I do have to work for a bit, but rest assured, if it's on there, I will see it and I will add it. That's crazy. I'm like, dude, every seed I've picked has been awful. Absolutely awful. X's across the board. Okay, sorry. I know everybody in our server has been waiting like 45 minutes for like an actually good seed. He said 127580, and then 64. I mean, right? Fingers crossed, man. This is the most I've had to do it. I'm gonna leave it at 3,000 because we might have a false read on like what's available on the server, because like it may spawn in for the bigger seed but not the other one, because we're gonna play on a 3,000 seed. That's crazy, guys. Oh, there we go. Perry's got another one. Let's try this one. This will be the Perry seed for the next one. If this one's doo-doo butter. I feel good about Trey's seed. I'm gonna say it ahead of time. Mostly because they're wildly different than whatever I picked. Because mine have been garbage. Okay, we're just waiting for it to power back up. Apologies to everybody on the custom server beta. We're going to find a good seed. We might have another reset after this. If we have a hard time finding another good seed, we'll just let you guys go on the good seed. I don't want to make you guys wait any longer than you have to. But this is going to help us find decent seeds for the main branch. So, can you do preset seed next if this one's bad? I guess we could, yeah. Is it 3K max? I don't know. Yes, this is true. Deep Sea says we can't access the Patreon yet. Correct. This is still technically in the beta, so that's why I can't even purchase these yet. This was given to us. Blob Ross. So you should try 999. It might go over the actual limit because it's like, I can't remember if it's a floating point variable or what, but there's a limit to what the number can be. There's like a range to it. I can't remember what it is off top. He tried Junkyard. It didn't function so far. But dude, the Raidable base stuff is nuts. There's a lot of depth to that. Glad I saw that barrel. We can check to see if there's a 5x. I don't think it'll go much beyond that. Sorry if I've been missing the questions. Go ahead and repeat them if I've missed them, because my mind just shut down when we saw that. Is the wipe really 3 hours away? I think it's sooner than that. Can you use 3K seeds from PC? Yes, but here's the thing. The proc gen evolves over time as we have updates on PC, so they can be similar, but they're also different. And I think our min and max for the procedural generation is slightly different. I don't know how consistent it will be for us to get like the results that we want, but we can try it. Like, to put it this way, if I were to use the same gen from last year, it wouldn't be consistent for the gen that's coming out for PC now, if that makes sense. Like, they constantly evolve that algorithm. Blob says, question from earlier. What about 444? If we knock off one of the 4s, I think we can do it. So Eric Perry says, you're doing an awesome job. He says, we appreciate the value you bring to the community. Thanks, man. I'm excited for this, man. Like, we've been waiting for this forever. And it's like, once we had it, it was like surreal, and it was like way better than I thought it was going to be. We've been having a blast this last 3 weeks. People have been fantastic. We've been finding cheaters, finding like the sweet spot for like loot and for like spawning stuff. And it's just crazy that it's like happening in like less than 3 or 2 hours or whatever it is. Copeland says, my question was missed. Are they really only going to bring customs out for 3 regions? I don't know. I hope G-Portal sits in Europe, and they have quite a few different regions. So I would be shocked if it was limited to that. If it is, I would suspect that's a licensing thing. It's like Christmas came early. Yeah, and like what's the name of the hazmat suit? Like, that hazmat skin looks dope. If the game is like, the only thing, and I want to jinx it, like, knock on wood, as long as this quality of life update comes in clean and the servers are stable, dude, we're good for the year, right? And then we have gingerbread mines coming in. That's insane. That came in last year for PC. Or was it a year and a half? It was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Dude, it's crazy. We were able to spawn, or at least put it on the list. It didn't spawn in the junkyard. I think they turned that one off, even though technically you're in there. But we did see the raidable base thing. There was nothing there, but there was like an interface we actually just got into, and that was nuts. Are you still approving VIPs? Yes. I'm doing a big batch. I know I didn't heart anybody yesterday, but I'm getting like the master list going. I'm gonna like mass double, triple check those, and then start hearting those that I didn't catch. But actually, the people I haven't hearted, I actually have you in like a big list. So just make sure it's in there. Just double check that reply. If you see it there, you're good to go. And like refresh the page, because I guess sometimes YouTube's like holds people's comments because they're like, hey, you said golden buckle or something. Like, just make sure that the post went through and you're good to go. Let's put it this way. If it's been 4 or 5 hours and you don't see a heart, you can give it a bump and be like, hey, just want to make sure you can see this. Because I handle everything under that thread, it makes it a bit easier for me to potentially automate that in the future. And since it's all manual now, it's like a central place I can go to and then be like, check everybody off. But there's been a couple rare cases where people's like messages didn't go through, and I was like, why is YouTube, like, they have their own filters in place sometimes, and like, I'll be honest, some of those filters don't make any sense. And then like that same person who was trying to communicate then tried again, and then it worked. And I'm like, dude, what is YouTube doing? Why does Uncle Neil hate us so bad? Oh my goodness, we have Eric Foster. Welcome to the green team as well. My goodness, so many people, so many new people. And Z Odd Machine, also welcome. Custom emojis, access for all of you guys on the chat, on the comments, and you guys have that loyalty badge next to your name. Be sure to hit the good old community members post and place your PSN or Xbox Live ID there. Awesome, dude. Awesome. And there's actually a lot of hope for me to automate the process too. I was actually making some serious headway on that yesterday. But just to make sure everything gets in, I'm going to do it all manually after this. This is going to take me some time to like troubleshoot it and stuff. Come on, good seed. This is the tray seed, right? Feeling good about this one. Odd Machine, I got you. It is... So if you go to my landing page, like just the Jade Monkey channel, right, on YouTube, there's like a community tab there. Hit that, and then since you're a member now, you'll see the members only post. Just reply under there with your PSN or Xbox Live ID. You're good. I will heart the message when it's confirmed on the list. And that VIP will be across all of the servers that are on the full release. And I say that it would honestly be on the beta too, but they took away the ability to add the VIPs on the beta for some reason. So like, just on main branch. So like we have VIPs on the beta, but then we couldn't add anymore. I know, it's confusing. It's super confusing. The map is all right. Yeah, that's Tracy, dude. What a good guy. I don't want to punish people waiting for more. I'm like reluctant to try another round. I guess we'll wait, because if we bring up the other server, people won't know it's there, so we can have a couple duds. And we're not making people wait. We'll keep it. Let me double, triple check, make sure. Okay, launch site, ranch, bandit camp, sewer branch, satellite dish, launch site, outpost, train yard, Oxum, dome. So we have green card, blue card, airfield, harbor, lighthouse, fishing villages. Actually, we have 3 fishing villages. Holy cow. I did take off the quarries this time because some people were trying to rope them off. I want to give people a bit more room because these servers are absolutely busy at all times. Train yard, cool, fishing village. I think we're good, right? Am I missing anything? Outpost? There's no bandit camp. No, there's bandit camp. Bandit camp, power plant, satellite. Oh, nice, we have power plant. Tight. Oxen, water treatment. Okay, let's tell the server. This is a good one. We'll keep it. So this seed looks good. Thank you, Trey. It was your seed that saved the day. Woo! That sounded overtly sexual when I didn't mean it to. Yikes. You know what I mean. Loot event action at the outpost. Moonkey. And then we'll tell everybody. I think that's right. I'm just going to put a bit of extra time. Just in case. Dude, that was crazy. I can't believe there was an interface for that. Sure, you guys can use the seeds if you want to. Trey's got it. High five, Trey. Dude, he won the day. You saved us, man. All my picks were trash. This is why I don't gamble either. Right? I don't. I always... It's never good. Nice. Look at these recyclers, boys. Nice. What was the other one? I think we have one on Dome, correct? Yes, it was 127-5806416, and that is for our particular build that's going to be out today for a quality of life update. It'll be really cool to be able to skin stuff too, right? How are the admin tools? Pretty dang good. I know I can kind of tell like this list here. It's nice for like I feel like this is. I don't want to. They worked really hard at this, but I feel like this list is a nice stopgap until they have something more permanent for the menu. And I like it because if you don't have a keyboard to plug in to legitimately type these things out, these can get quite annoying. So this is a nice solution for that. They have it organized in a way where you can find it, so it's very functional. But I have a feeling that they're going to make this more like this menu, you know, where it's like, oh, the option here, now let me, you know, select something here. It's just more usable that way with a controller. But, I mean, it all works great. It's actually in a better place than I thought it would be to start. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I was actually pleasantly surprised. That's why when they're like, hey, we put an embargo on the UI, I was like, bro, why? You guys can launch it like this now. What do you mean? You know, it's good. So, short answer, good. Can you ban me? How do I know that's you? Since are you gonna give one last seat a go? I want to, but I don't want to make everybody here on the server because they've been waiting for like 45 minutes for the restart. I don't want to make them wait. So what I'm gonna do is when I bring up the other servers, since nobody's gonna be waiting on those yet, because I won't have the name up, I'm gonna try to find some seeds there. And if you guys want to know what the good seeds are, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll show you where the large and small is at. So we have small at the top, left. Oh, nice. Actually, this is good spread. You have a nice big like islandish with a lot of like water places you can build, large barn, large fishing, which both have recyclers, by the way. This is a decent seed. Launch site's kind of away, so when the chads get all crazy, they can go over there and beat each other's cheeks. All the other stuff that people like to run. Power plant's a nice monument with satellite dish. This is actually a really good seed. Dude, Trey, clutch. I like this one a lot, actually. Lighthouse is on an island. We have nice harbor action. We have a land bridge. Yeah, dude, decent. Decent, decent. No, I've actually have, Perry, I have your seed written down. That's the first one I'm going to try because basically whatever I pick, it has to be the opposite because I picked all of the worst seeds. We should be able to buy a server in like 2 hours-ish, give or take, I think. Let me double check. I know, sorry, we didn't do a lot of... I mean, we did a lot of problem solving and server type stuff here, which is great. Typically, we have a lot more action and stuff going on, but... Dude, do you ever sit in your office and your nuts just sweat to the maximum, dude? You're just like, dude, I got swass in the front. Just me? Dude, and I have a fan dumping heat from my computers, Xbox. Oh my goodness. I do have a Discord. I have to organize a spot in the Discord for us to kind of like communicate for the members, and then also for like the channel, like general chat. That probably won't be until the weekend because, again, my biggest concern right now is making sure the servers are stable and that we're focusing most of our time on catching cheaters. Making sure all the VIP people are good to go and that the servers are nice and stable. The last thing I want is to have that code lock glitch happen that happened today that kind of forced us to wipe, which was the first major problem I think we've had. And then I'll be like, hey, what about the Discord? So if I forget about it, remind me, be like, hey, Jade, what about that shit you were talking about? I'd be like, oh yeah. Says, which are good ice lakes to be able to build on? Probably the ones that don't have a big obstruction in the middle. Says, love you, Jay. Can't wait. Smooches. Zachary, what's up, man? Thank you. Welcome to the green team, my dude. Don't forget, find under the landing page for my YouTube channel, community tab. Look for the members only post. Place your PSN or Xbox Live ID there. And then you'll be added to VIP. You'll know I have you added to the list because I'll heart your comment and typically reply to it. I'm running a big batch after this. We spent most of our time configuring, dude. We're like 2 hours deep. That's crazy. All right, so let's get this server started. What do you say? I almost spawned it for the whole server because I was used to the Purge. Okay, let's announce to the server what we're doing. And this is how we get things started. I feel bad that we made everybody wait so long. I think it'll be unlimited number of servers. I mean, swamp nuts. What would be a funny acronym for that? SWAS, Swinuts, Swinoots. Custom server should launch in about 2 hours. Sit here, I want VIP too. I got you. Just make sure you have the reply under that members only post under my community tab on my YouTube channel. And as soon as I heart it, you know you've got it. It may take a little bit of time because I'm going to get everybody on the big list. So just because I don't heart it right away after the stream doesn't mean I'm not actively getting them all compiled. I'm going to do the big old script and then I'm going to go through by hand to make sure that everybody's been added correctly. Then once it's reliable, I'll run it on the regular. I was working on it last night. All right, let's do it. Ready? Tag your members. Tag. Am I tagging the members on page? Yes? You got your tag in there? Beautiful. Says, I was hoping for the best wipe since we have actual admins looking for cheaters. It says, it's a dream come true. We are looking for the cheaters. That is for sure. Whether you see me on the server or not, we're always watching. You're like, what do you mean, Jade? What is this we? Exactly. Dude, I've been catching people so fast. I feel like Komomo, dude. Like, one dude signed into the server, and I teleported him to the top of the lighthouse, and I was like, hey, you can't do that here. And he's like, what? I haven't even played here. I was like, I know what you're doing. He tried to lie to me. I was like, nah, dude, you gotta go. Dude, I just can't believe that Raidable stuff was, like, in play. Blows my mind. Alright, we'll put a couple out here so people can fight for it. A couple inbounds here at the safety zone for the people that don't have gear. Where did our helicopter go? Oh wow, it's all the way over there? Jeez. Try to bring it back. Eliminate the stinkies. Absolutely. Yeah, it's mad now. Yeah, the server wiped. We finally found a seed. Trade saved the day, dude. He picked the seed this time. It was actually really good. You can only spawn so many helis at once, probably because it'll make the server a bit on the unstable side. Some people accusing me of using Zen. I was like, are you crazy? Look at my aim. It's so bad. So I gotta rewatch your cheater video, it says. Ready to throw that C4 and run out of Jade on the phone. Oh yeah, dude, it's worth it. It's worth it. So we just had a fresh wipe on the custom server beta, so people have a good chance. We have some of the drops in the safe zone, some of them out. I'm going to down this thing, hopefully close to the outpost, and then people can fight over it. If I get the timing right, all of these should be active and ready to go. So then people just can fight over the loot. They should be live on main branch in like 2 hours, give or take. I'm a really good shot. Anything Jade Monkey server. This is on PTB right now. Oh, I think I got it. Nope. Yes. Nope. It's like a couple shots away. Oh my god. Am I out of ammo? Wow, I'm bad. Still better than the people cheating. Where is this thing going? Get back here. got it, finally. That took forever. Is it waiting 2 hours? Yes. Oh, that's perfect, dude. Right at the safe zone. That's what we wanted. So, look, we got all these drops coming down. This is what I like to do as well. I like to fly up here, throw half of the drop out on the ground for the people that are paying attention. Try to give everybody a chance that's getting started. It's the least we could do. We made them wait like 45 minutes. Whee! Ta-da! You. Whee! Let me double check the timer. 1 hour after wipe, D11 says. Okay, let me double check. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, they said in 2 hours. What did I say, an hour? Yeah, it said 2 hours, right? Skin store rotations in 10 hours. Oh, the rentable stuff is in 3 hours. Okay, yeah, you're right. And then the quality of life is in 2 hours. Okay, well, soon, right? Essentially, very soon. For all of those things. Beautiful. And let's get other things rolling too, shall we? Let's get those events. This is how we get the server started, boys. Was it events? Beautiful. Oh, you know what else? We might as well do, what is it? Oh, I can't remember what it is off top. It's such a weird command. It's events dot space event underscore cargo ship. Says the update drops in 2 hours. I think the custom servers drop in 3 hours. That makes sense. And then the skins are in 9.5 hours? 10 hours? So whatever time it is now, just add those hours. I just hit you. Raidable bases? Well, it could be like Base Invaders, to be honest. We definitely saw some interface and stuff that was quite interesting. You know what we should do? We should take Sir Bradley too. Let's really get this server going. Barely anybody's going to be playing vanilla. I mean, if the cheaters keep running rampant, because I got to tell you, the cheaters I've caught and banned, they're like, oh, man, screw custom servers. I guess if I was a piece of trash like you and I really wanted to be cheating all the time, I guess I would say that. Man, if this screw custom servers, if that's what this is about, I was like, what? Making the gameplay legit? Oops, I threw too many. Will you actually ban people that raid stat bases on your server? No. There's no reason to ban them for that. If you're doing if you're saying crazy stuff, and you know what we're talking about, or you're cheating, if you're using a mouse and keyboard, or a script, or both, you'll get banned. Let me clarify, because it seems like everybody I catch with mouse and keyboard somehow thinks that I don't see it. If your hand is on a mouse and you're using it to control your character while playing Rust Console Edition, we'll find you and we'll ban you. No matter what you think is spoofed or hidden, it's not. If you're using a mouse, we'll find you. We've been finding them, we're banning them, it's great. We share the ban list. So anybody I've caught already is already on the ban list. So we're keeping those streets clean, baby. Alright, there we go. Hopefully somebody gets in the mix over here. Got some planes out. This gets the server going, you know? I like it. I like it. Maybe we can see some action. This is low-key. How did you not miss a single C4 there? I don't know. I'm typically not that good. I think in 3 hours is when it drops. I love that you can teleport across the map. That's so tight. So we have a Chinook out there, so it's going to drop its payload somewhere. So we've got a very active server, yes? Look at all the gremlins out waiting for the loot. Oh, Peppermint. Peppermint didn't make it. Peppermint. It's going to be called Rust Console Edition. It's not showing up on G-Portal yet. Not for like another 2-3 hours. I was doinked by a Zener several times tonight. It makes for a crap experience. Are you reporting them with the in-game system? I banned a few people tonight. Yeah, I caught him. 23 player queue is probably the lowest it's been since these came out. And it's, what, almost 3 o'clock in the morning on a work night? That's pretty, that's still really busy. Custom service will be out soon. I never tried to throw C4 on a helicopter. Let's try. I don't think you can, right? Yeah, I don't think it sticks. Monument only PvP servers? Yeah, 100%. I'll have 2 servers to start. I'll probably have more than that. All my servers will be prefixed with Jade Monkey, and then you can always verify whether or not it's my server, because you'll see the owner, and it'll be Jade Supremacy, right? Jade Space Supremacy. That's me. So how soon? Customer service? 2-3 hours, I think. I'm a terrible shot, dude. Even when I'm 2 feet away, I can't hit this thing. Alright, we are very high up. Plop. Did it fall through the map? What? It might be like a solo duo server. It might be. We're gonna do a bi-weekly boosted rates, but like with standard BP like progression. We're gonna have one that's identical to this, so it's more accelerated. Like if you like that experience. It says killing a dude who got an airdrop would have been hilarious. Well, with the C4. I mean, that would be, it's like go buy a lotto ticket, because that's 1 in a million. You know what? We should try to down this. I've never tried this. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Said we can mount it. Oh, dude, shut up. We have multiple spots in there. That's crazy. I mean, I've done it on PC plenty of times, but I haven't done it here. We're just trying to really liven things up, you know? You're hitting it with an HV is going to be rough. We broke the game. Oh, you can't destroy it anymore? Boo! And I noticed we can't mount it. That sucks. I was like, bro, we can actually fly for the first time, finally. So no more resets. Not for the custom server beta server that we're running. Look for anything Jade Monkey And obviously, if you see Jade Supremacy as the owner, that's me. We're going to have at least 2 servers, possibly 3 to get things started when they fully release in like 2-3 hours or whatever time it's actually dropping here. We got the server started. We're bumping over here. We found some crazy stuff tonight. We showed how we did some of the configurations. We got a video there pinned at the top. Also, if you type in custom guide is the command. Is that it? There we go. Boom. Good try. Yeah, we gave it a shot. That's also going to show you how to set up the server when these do come online in, oh well, not too much more time, right? Take Bradley with C4. We already did. All events have been triggered. Things have been downed. We threw loot in the outpost. Things are going. The servers are about $18.23. So probably around 20 bucks, probably after tax. One of them are going to be bi-weekly. So we're going to have the exact same, so our settings we have here in the beta, we're going to have one of the servers be exactly that. Very accelerated rates. People really seem to like that with all BPs. And that's going to wipe weekly, right? Makes sense. Solo Duo Trio. The next server is going to be Solo Duo Trio. Bi-weekly, 2x, regular BPs. Like, no, you have to earn the BPs. And we might turn the loot table up to 2x, but I'm not sure yet. Got a G Portal account? Perfect. Just hang on to that until these things release and you'll be good to go. Airdrops an oil rig? Yeah. Are there unlimited amounts of service to rent? Yeah, when they come online, I believe so. I mean, technically there is a limit, but this is a well-established server provider, so they've got clusters all over the globe. So if they need to scale, I believe that they can. Can we get a quad server? If there's enough demand, sure. So like those are the first 2 servers I'm going to launch. I'm not sure if that other bi-weekly server should be duos. I think people like the trio action. These kids at Outpost are mad. Why is that? Do you need a PC to buy a server? No, but you'll need access to some type of web browser. It seems to make it a bit easier. You can use a phone. You can use some of the web browsing on your console. If you're on PlayStation or PlayStation 4 or 5, I think 5 restricts the web browser now. You can send yourself a message that's a web link, and then that's how you can kind of circumvent it. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to test G-Portal's functionality inside of there, so but you can try that workaround to see if it actually works. We might do a solo only. I win. Yeah, plus I have G mode on, so that's the only way I can survive. Says boo, trio, just solo deal. It might be. I like the idea. The original server was going to be bi-weekly, but since we didn't know how long we were going to have the beta, we wanted to make sure that we had, like, you know, fast-paced. But people really, really like it, so we're going to do both. How do lock and key and code locks work? I got PC. The way it works here is if you have teams restricted, the code locks should be gone entirely. And you can only authorize 3 people on our server, on turrets and on the TC. And you use wooden locks, and as long as you're in a party, you can remove those wooden locks. So like that party system or the team system manages who is authorized to open doors. So the more you try to squeeze the system and be like, hey, we'll let this guy in, and then we'll unlock this and do that, you might run into some issues. So basically, if you keep it legit to trio, you're pretty much good. It restricts you. Yes, custom servers will come out to main branch, like today. scaring people a bit. What's up, baby? Bro, you gotta get some more stone. You got a twig on the roof. Do you do G-Portal on your phone? Yes. It's currently not available to buy yet, but it will be very, very soon. If you have a G-Portal account, that's a good start until things are actually launched. But it will be later on today. Very, very, very soon. Like, less than 3 hours soon. Can't wait for the Hazy skin. Yes, that's going to be dope. Hazy skin, or the skin rotation's like in 9 hours? Is there anything that you can change if you could? Let's see. There's a lot of stuff that's in there. No, I mean, obviously I want minis and stuff, but you're talking about like custom servers? They have a lot of stuff that's very functional. Probably some things that would speed up, like just using a controller to type everything in. I mean, I think they did a pretty good job already with, like we've got this list that we can use, which is nice. And you don't have to remember all this stuff. Probably commands you use on the regular would be nice to have favorited here, so then you can kind of bring it up. And probably the way you transition in and out of flying mode might be a bit easier if we had a different setup, but I don't know how they would do it necessarily because you'd have to have free buttons to do so. I don't know, that's a good question. I don't know if I can answer that. I mean, I'm sure I can come up with something, but I'll have to think about it. How do you buy custom servers? All the setup stuff there is in the blue box there at the top. We got a video. It's just they're not available yet. Not yet, but soon. If you're a VIP, or I'm sorry, if you are a channel member, be sure to find the community post on my landing page. And it's a members only post. Please reply with your Xbox Live or PlayStation Network ID. All servers will be called Jade Monkey something something. And just look for the owner. It's Jade Supremacy always. So if anybody's trying to spoof the server or whatever, pretty much the servers that are going to be loaded with all the people, that's going to be us. So be on the lookout for that. Or we're going to be running the custom server here as long as they give it to us. So this just freshly wiped because we had kind of a weird schedule because of all of this coming out so quickly. We literally have full release of custom servers happening in like 3 hours. The wipes, or I'm sorry, the update happens in like 2 hours or something like that, somewhere around there. And then we have the hazmat skins happening in like 9.5-ish, 9 hours, something like that. No, 8 hours. So all of this is happening very, very soon. So obviously you can't purchase the custom servers yet on G-Portal for Rust Console Edition, but you can make a G-Portal account. And if you need to know how to set everything up, that video I have linked here in the chat, and also the blue box at the top is going to help you tremendously. We got chapters on the bottom there to help you navigate through the video. Should get you started to get things rolling, yes. All right, so I'm going to have to start working on the VIP list. I'm going to hard to reply people that I have it all checked off, so be sure to drop your PSN and your Xbox Live tag there under my community post. Yes, yes. And a big thanks to everybody for hanging out with us, being a part of the chat. A big thanks to the members out there, super chatters, members old and new. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the community. It's been fantastic. Again, we'll run this for as long as they give it to us on the PTB. So we currently have a server up and running. It's just freshly wiped. It's solo, duo, trio servers 2x, all BPs unlocked. More recyclers. We have recyclers in a lot of places. I think you guys are going to like this, and I'll announce on a community post publicly when these servers have fully launched for us. We're going to probably mess around with some of the seeds, but for the most part, we've got a really good start here, and I cannot wait for these things to fully release. So normally we stick around a bit longer, but I've got a lot of work to do to make sure that the servers are stable, and that we also have all the VIP members added to all the servers that we will be running. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys again real soon. Fingers crossed, hopefully everything's really good to go for these. I hope we don't see any major hangups. I really want to make sure that this is like a good launch for everybody. So we'll see you later. I think we'll also have the skin picks later on today too. Probably a couple hours after they drop. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, we're going to wrap it up here because I got a lot of work to do. And don't forget to report those stinky cheaters with the in-game. Make sure it's accurate as possible as you can make it. All of these reports go directly to admins, to the moderators. We see them, we find them, we deal with them. So, yeah. May the loot be in your favor. We'll see you guys again real soon. It's going to be a busy day. Peace. Good night.